everybody. Welcome back to Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, this is Theta, and we are watching Tokyo 24th Ward. So we saw this, and I think it looked really cool, but we don't exactly really know what's going on yet. That's for sure.
I remember I didn't like it at first.
You didn't like it at first.
I didn't like it at first. I think it was the art style didn't pan out well for me, and it didn't look interesting. And then, you said something, and I was like, you said, what was it? What if it's Sentai?
Super Sentai.
Yeah, well, I think you only said Sentai, but it was like, what if it's Sentai? And we're watching, and then people's eyes started glowing, and they started doing weird superpowered shit, and it's like, what if it's Sentai?
So, it's teenagers of bright primary colors who apparently exhibit some sort of power and go do action things. Yeah, I'm down.
Also, pointedly, originally we were only going to do Bisco. I want to say that. And we decided we were going to throw an extra one on there. And we found out that our Journey to the West anime was a continuing part of a series of anime. And it falls outside of our boundaries of no follow-up shows. Like, we're not going to do the Demon Slayer one because it's part of a series and we haven't watched anything else.
Honestly, it's Journey to the West. We should have expected that. The Journey to the West, has no beginning or end. You're always in the middle of it.
Well, I think it also had the word reload in it, which tends to be part of a, reboot, reload, sequel.
Journey to the West Kai, shortened down each episode to 3 seconds.
I don't know. It's just that it was obviously part, so we skipped down to our number 3 pick, which turned out to be Tokyo 24th Ward.
Mm-hmm. So there's very little information we have. Like I said, they're in the future. There's a special ward. Other stuff's going on, but I think it's really up to them in the episode to kind of explain the situation.
Well, we do know a few things. We remember from the trailer that it looked like one of their friends died, and then called them on the phone. Right? If I'm remembering the right trailer.
Yeah.
Because I think you made the allusion to
Serial Experiments.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name all of a sudden.
So we got 5 episodes here where they're going to sit around at their computers and not do anything. You ready for this?
And then one of them is a hacker, and his eyes glow, and the other one, one of them try and stop the other one. Oh, if we were really thinking about this, we would have played the trailer first as a reaction to this, to intro it, and then play the episode, but...
Thinking ahead, that's not us.
Yeah, I mean, technically we watched the trailer once. You just can't hear it, or me, or anything. So I guess something happens where they get cool powers. Oh, also a train derails. That happened in the trailer.
Yeah, train derailment. Episode 1 or 2? What do you think?
1. God, I can't remember the name of the anime. There's an anime where a whole Tokyo gets put under a giant bubble, and they think they're the only ones to survive because it looks like the rest of the world was destroyed.
Yeah,
the rest of the world. What's that?
Yeah, Big O.
No. I can't remember the name of it. It's very much it's a Gundam type scenario, except instead of Gundams, they're machines. They're like golems that you control from the ground, and then when your golem gets damaged, you get damaged. So you'll very watch a person get tossed around a room because their golem is out there fighting and getting killed. But no, it's very much under that vein. The very first episode of that anime features a subway crash, which defines the characters moving forwards. How do I react to everything that just happened to me? The horror that I saw. How did I react to trying to save other people?
Yeah.
Your individual situation defines you moving forwards, and I think that's where, if it is a first episode, beginning episode thing, that would define all the characters for us.
Yep. So we're looking forward to an exciting incident, and let's see how it goes. We're starting off with the
Well, that just happens. Well, Well, just people's
世
values.
界とつながる窓口はそのつながりを日々強くし複雑に絡み合いもはや誰も制御できないものとなっている
Damn, we are watching serial
人
experiments,
ができな
Liam.
いことを入力データに従って正確に行うのがあなたたちの特性なのにねはあ、もったいないな
And fire.
Technically in the past.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh, we're already in the future. Things move so fast.
Oh, I mean, this takes place in what? 2020. May 2020.
3分くらい前
シュウちゃん焦んないでよ場所の特定が先っしょむやみに探してもすれ違うだけだよ沿岸警備隊はまだですか消防艇ならここまで放水が届くはずなんです
Into the pool. That was a big jump going from the fence to the pool, though.
Yeah. Also, why did... Oh, he jumped in the pool to get wet to run into the building that's on fire.
今サーモセンサーでスキャンしてるから
Damn.
So that was a quick takedown. It's like, what, one headbutt apiece?
シュウちゃん
マリお前もか
止めないよだから絶対
You know, we saw that in the trailer, and I assumed that was a deflated soccer ball.
That it's an inflatable helmet.
So I guess cool. Again, this happens 2 years ago in our times. Oh, is that a thing that exists right now?
I think it could exist.
Also, Mr. 24.
And he's dead. Oh, I guess
Oh.
the helmet really did help.
Oh, I thought that was her hand still.
待ってろ今すぐこんな瓦礫どかしてやるか
あすみちゃん私をかばって
あすみ
Things already going south.
なんでどうして俺は救えなかった
She was in the opening.
ヒーロー
Like-
になれなかった
Opening and fine. Also, does he have... What's that thing called? We have two different eyes.
ああ嫌な
Dichromatism?
Also, this is a year after.
Yeah,
あ
I love the wake up call.
あ
I don't know, this would not work on me.
二度寝しただろ
This is why I have to keep my alarm clock on the other side of the room, so I have to get up to
ちゃ
stop
ん
it.
と来いよ
いつまで担任気取りだよ卒業してどんだけ経ったと
2058, A Galaxy Odyssey.
And he never cleaned the helmet. So did he buy a new one then, and he just keeps that one around?
Not that he didn't clean it, he didn't even deflate it again.
あキリコてめえおデイジーじゃねえかいやこれ玉ねぎ入って
Main character's already friends with dog. Already approved.
Wait, can dogs not have
止め
onions?
た
マーリー
Uh,
ありがとうしゅうちゃん
no, I don't think they
リー
can.
ドつけねえと
I
危ね
think
え
that's
ぞ
one of the things they
違
can.
う家で獣医連れてく話をしてたら怖がってつい駆け出しちゃったんだよね
Weird transitions and weird, inner monologue moments. I mean, it's not, I don't like them, it's just weird.
フィニッシュはいこれニューグラフィック
Condoms.
このドレッドの新作が今から24時間以内に24区のどこかをハックします拡散チャンネル登録よろしく Do
It's
it
a laughing man.
はいと終了ですランさんお疲れ様でした
限界ねえねえキラコ
putting on just like a huge performance, then just crashing. Yeah, that sounds about right.
開発責任者であるつづら側がいつまでも俺の世話などしていていいのか。
そういう条件でお受けした開発主任ですから。
俺としては少し心苦しいがな。
お気になさらず。ほら、一般人に紛れてますが、何人か外形が張ってますね。
調べてみよう。
Sarg.
なるほど。何か起
I
こ
would
るか
not
も
know
し
how
れ
to
ない
read that.
I think it's sort of like gives a percentage for different areas.
信号無視か。
さすがに対応が早いですね。コウキ様は行かなくてよろしいのですか？
インターンがわざわざ非番の日に行ってもみんなが気を使うだけだろう。
なるほど。被害者も意識があるようですね。
ああ、何よりだ。それにこの対応の速さ。
Well, somebody had to stop
外地警
Truck.
備隊の面目役所というとこ
Not
ろ
another
だ
East guy.
しかし結局は対症療法だ。犯罪予想ができても予防逮捕はできない。
実際に起こるまでは罪には問えませんから。
ああ
Oh, good. They're taking the smart route to their minority report. You can't just arrest people for thinking of crimes.
To be fair, they tend to arrest them the moment they're about to commit the crime. In Minority Report.
ええ
Dude has a knife in his hand, standing over his wife and his wife's lover. You think we all know what's about to happen.
では私は車を駐車してから行きますので。
ああ、助かった。帰りは自分で帰る。
コウキ様、手土産なしではアスミ様がむくれてしまいます。
確かに。すまないな。発信機。盗聴器じゃないだけまだマシか。
First annual?
こうなるか。
We're gonna do this again?
なんでいいんだよ。個人の自由じゃん。むしろなんでいないと思うんだ。
確かに。マリ、あいつなんで俺より早く着いてんだよ。はめられた。
カバちゃんしつこいと思ってたら桜木も来るか。ま、いかにもありそうな話だったな。てかシュウちゃん、足元が油断でお留守じゃない？
あ
TPO って言葉知ってるか？
こういうのは気持ちだろ。
Look, they're a bunch of teenagers. Well, no, they actually said they already graduated, didn't they?
This is an elementary school.
Why do you
Mid.
keep saying elementary?
What? It said it in the news report. Or whatever that Alexa thing was saying.
お前らはこの1年。いや、なんでもね。
なんでもないやつなどいないだろう。
こんなことでもないと集まらなくなっちったかんね。
Remember, anime characters always look older than what they are. See? Takara Elementary School Fire.
Ah, so it is.
Keep doubting me, Griff. I literally am reading the same things you are.
あのね、僕の名前は筑紫渡。何度も言ったよね、以前報道した時に。
その説はお世話になりましたね。
いやいや、ポッケから手くらい出せよ。
で、外形の警部さんがなんか用かよ。
まあ、顔なじみがいれば声かけるでしょ。
はあ？あ、それもそうか。
な、シュウタ君。ドレッドってグループ知ってる？
知らね。
釣れねえ
I
な。
haven't really covered
ねえ
what Sarg
君
does
赤木蘭
either.
君とまだ交流あるか？
They seem to be acting as some sort of police mechanism.
逃げないで
Right,
よ
right, but I mean, for what? Did they stop pre-crime after
I
it
guess
happened?
that's one way to leave a conversation.
話聞かせてね。
たくなんだってんだよ。ランのやつ、何かやらかしたのか
Okay, I guess if you got parkour skills.
それで設定通り
はい、どうですか？
感度良好バッチリ文句なし。いい絵が撮れそうじゃん。じゃあ本番よろしく。
ランさん。
ん？
さっき区内さんから警備が増員されたって情報来ました。
へえ、外形もバカじゃないのかな。
見バレしませんよね。
You literally broadcast as what you were about to do.
That's what
俺
she
とあ
said.
ちゃんの
Get
ハッキング
doxed,
で
right?
知ってんだろ。
分かってはいますけど、リスクが。
気に食わねえんだ。水道合理の政策は管理することで安定した生活が提供されるって歌ってるが、結局は綺麗事だ。ハザードキャストの数字に偏見が混じってマイノリティが問答無用で駆られちまってる。
Hey, so
この
does
間もシャ
policing.
ンティタウンで外形の点数稼ぎがありましたよね。
やけになって犯罪に走るやつが増えてきちゃってさ。シャンティータウンの治安を悪くしてんのは誰だ？俺たちあいつらのルールには乗らねえよ。
はい。
じゃ、また連絡入れる。
はい。
Yeah, I could just vibe to that for a while.
Not me. That would not work on me. I would be like, I gotta get out of this district. When are they turning that off?
お好み焼きだ。ああ、
またか。
結局。
来たね RGB。なんか予定よりだいぶ早いけど。
おい。
Oh, their hair color.
器物、建造物損壊罪、立派な軽犯罪だ。度が過ぎれば捕まるぞ。
こうちゃんにイリーガルアートで思想犯ってか？でも24区は今東京編入が迫ってきて過渡期でしょ？
They're just laying on the backstory here.
I mean, it works. They haven't seen each other for a year, so everything they do is to be explained.
お前らなんかちゃんと考えてちゃんと行動してんだな。
大人って感じ。しゅうちゃんと大違い。
Main character refuses to do
水
anything.
道グループの後継者としてゴーリパパの敷いたレールを走ってるだけかもだけど。
俺がレールを走るのは乗客に責任があるからだ。24区という列車を脱線させるわけにはいかない。
Subway slash train.
しゅうちゃんは
Oh, little they didn't know how apt their metaphor is going to
高
be.
校を卒業して1年近く。お前はどうなん
It's gonna
だ？
bite us in the ass if that happens in the last episode or something.
絶賛に
Alright, so they're like old 19.
パン屋は都合のい
Hey,
い。
there you go. They called the main character niece.
That's
They
not
beat
what
you
it-
to it.
No, I mean that's not what I'm talking about though. He goes out and about. That's not Bikimaru is what I think the word is. That's
お
wrong.
前が前に進めないのは
I
アスミ
think
のせいに
I
する
think the actual word is
いつまで
depression.
も死者に囚われてい
No,
た
no, this is
あい
word.
つも浮かばない
A
ぞ。
depressed person might not.
もう学生の頃
It's
や
this
っ
is
て
a
た
deep
ヒーロー活動
conversation.
は
We
や
can't
ら
have
な
in
い
the
の？
middle of a
俺あれ
scene.
結構好きだったよ。
おうビビッと。
3人同時
Please
と
be
か。
Zordon.
できすぎだな。
俺ちょっとトイレ。
ああ、犬の様子を見てきます。
マリ、キリコから電話だわ。
今日のマリスプちょうだい。しゅうちゃん、キリコさんそこに。
どうもご無沙汰してます。
なんなの？
また後で。
どうしたの？マリスペ。
Just the dog watching.
When I just jokingly said, "Please be Zordon." Give me 3
ブレーキが
teenagers
効
with
かないまま
attitudes.
線路を走る絆号。乗客は150人。線路の先には足が挟まって動けない女性。問題よ。レールを切
It's
り
a trolley
替
problem for
え
you.
て列車を脱線させ、乗客を犠牲にする。それと
No.
もこのまま走らせて。
Yeah. Oh, except there's a woman you know. This is literally a woman you know.
罪なき女性を犠
Yep,
牲に
with
す
the
る。
dog and everything.
未来を導いて。
Why are you naked?
She's ascended. It's human instrumentality. Didn't you watch Serial Experiments, Lane?
They weren't naked either.
今の映像は、アスミからなのか。
おこいつ。
Nobody's noticed.
桜銀地の犬か。
See? Triangle eyes. Everyone who got a phone call.
こうきくん、
桜木か。
相変わらず犬好きだ
The
ね。
tracker on the
な
dog,
ん
by the
か
way.
安心するんだよ。
So he got rid of it, so he's no longer being followed, which is good for
なん
him.
かやたらと混んでるな。そうか、今日絆号開通式典か。
さっきの映像何だったんだ。ただの幻じゃないよな。
This just goes to show you how few people look people in the eyes in the show.
海を越えていくウルトラ。
I mean, I try to avoid looking people in the eyes in real life.
あの電車も青。待て待て。もっとよく思い出せ。そもそもなんであんな駅から離れた線路にマリがいるんだ。一体何を。デイジー
Zoom enhance.
ラン、発信機のハッキングはできるな。
機種や条件次第だけど。
機種。型番は GP257S だ。
So is there power now that they have?
冬季電気の軍用だね。
God, what's it called?
セキュリティ
Instant. When you remember everything.
Eidetic memory.
Yeah.
ほいっといけそうだよ。
ユーザー名はローマ字で
I think they're just being fancy.
パスワードは
No, I mean, they're literally going back and they're remembering
ベルリー
everything
ナ・プファ
now.
ンクーヘン
I do love how their chauffeur is like, hey, you guys aren't doing anything sketchy, right?
ここシューター
Because they're ignoring him and keep saying, what's going on? I don't know what's happening.
うわあれなんだろう。あーでもか
I mean, also pointedly, they're remembering things that other people, that others of them have seen.
後でお願いします。
That's more just being sidekick then.
And not just the vision.
今日はよろしく頼みます。
デモ隊中まで侵入してきてるじゃね興奮して暴走したみたいだ
Strong sign.
逆効果だ。
No.
なんでああいうバカがいいんだよ。
ドレッド内で改めて注意を促すか
はいはい。
おいマリ、今どこだ？
にじみ駅。
いいか、よく聞け。
デイジー、待って、待ちなさい。
Can't change fate.
ごめん、後で。デイジー。
Yep, the problem's gonna occur.
マリ、マリ。
Also, I don't know why we drew that dog's butthole, so there you go.
よくわかんねえけど、もしあれが現実になっちまったら、あーだから。
シュウちゃんこれつけてって
You could just get onto the sidewalk on the side of the tunnel there. You don't have to hop car.
Well, clearly you didn't see the Bon Jovi music video, It's My Life, because this is the only way to travel across a bunch of cars.
なんだ、体が異常に軽い。
Super Sentai.
He was already doing super parkour before, and now he's super parkour.
Yeah, a normal person just backwards jump over another
な
person.
んか
Yeah.
シュウタお前も見たんだな
それじゃ
偶然じゃなさそうね
ただの可能性ではあるが。
いや多分映像のどちらかがリアルになるってことっしょ
They're already disagreeing about how future visions work.
Well, I mean, now 3 people have to make the choice. I like how it highlighted the phone as though we wouldn't have noticed otherwise.
お、今何か聞こえたか。そりゃ団体さんがもう降りてきますから。
Yeah, now 3 people have to make
マジかあるよね。
the moral
あんな
choice.
未来
Who lives in whose eyes?
現実にさせてたまるか。
Oh, the eyes spin. Too. Did he rotate off of that thing up like several stories?
体が異様に軽いぞ。
Yes.
やっぱこうちゃんも
お前もか。
どうなってんだろうね
シュータのやつ
He's literally become
俺たちの
Spider-Man.
比じゃないな。
デイジー、止まって。これ怒られるじゃ済まないよ。デイジー。大丈夫。
Okay, take the collar off. Real easy. Oh, no, never mind, your foot's stuck. What the fuck? How did you get...
どうしよう。
Damn.
That was a hell of a slip.
大変です。確かに線路に人います。っていうかあれ、マリさん。うわー。
Oh, 2 deaths today.
どうしましょう。助けに行かなきゃ。
No, apparently she always had superpowers.
Alright, he's just hacking. He's just having fun.
用意したプログラムを書き換えながらのドローン操作脳汁やべえ
A little too through the roof, it looks like.
That's not how you use energy
容器を
drinks.
助けるのが
I
俺のアート
don't
だ
think it's gonna have the desired effect. Also,
It
in
goes
fact, you're
straight
gonna
to his
be
head.
super sticky now because it's full of sugar and other things.
ドレッドのドローンじゃないか。
Oh gosh, yeah, that was just horrible.
水道合理絆号の走る線路車庫への分岐 1000m 手前へ今すぐレスキューを派遣しなさいそこに女の子と犬が動けずにいるこのままだと絆号に惹かれて死ぬぞ
撃ち落とします。
騒ぐな。
So yeah, now they're gonna be seen as terrorists no matter what.
Yup.
あの映像の事故
They're about to create a disaster, and they've already said before the disaster, you need to put a rescue team
状
there.
況証拠から考えるとね
And even in this realm of future crime, I don't see that going over well.
死んだ人間から電話が来るわけないだろう。だがあの映像脳を直接ハッキングされたみたいな感じだった。
いやいや 俺様ちゃんそんな技術知らねえよ。
They're gonna have a lot of explaining to do with the brain hacking stuff.
Well, thankfully nobody knows who Dude Red is, though, so they can't.
I
accuse
do
these
like
people
his
specifically.
perspective. I do like his perspective, though. It's like, yeah, this would be easier to explain if it was just magic.
でも乗るしか手はないのも
So
確
one
かで
for
し
the
ょ。
head and 3 for the gut.
Yeah, it's like, damn, he's just down in
どっ
them.
ちも最悪の結果じゃねえか。あれはきっとアスミが俺たちに助けろって言ってるんだ。
今は絆号だ。なんとかして女性を救わなければ。
行きます。
頼む。
間に合うか。
Surely I
絆
can
到
outrun
着
a
まで2
train.
分を切っています。ちょっと厳しいかと。
Oh, they have some time. It's way further out than that.
少しでも近くに誰かいないと。
後期。
レールを切り替えたら脱線でより多くの死者が出ます。
突然やってきてなんだ。子供は黙っていなさい。
いえ、そうもいきません。やはり迷っている。両方救うためには父さんを動かさなければ。なぜか何を言えば父さんが動くか分かる気がする。しかしこれは最悪桜木を見殺しにしてしまう決断だ。どうするんだ。
Is he super thinking right now, or is this just dramatic?
いえ、父さん。
Oh, he is a father. It wasn't a. So I was gonna say euphemism, but that would be the wrong word. It wasn't a thing.
It's literal.
はい。
レールの切り替えはするな。なんとしても列車を停止させろ。
Yeah, no, he wasn't super thinking. He was super analyzing. He's like reading every body movement and everything like that.
さあな、次はお前の番だ。
Yeah, how are you gonna hack the train and not falling over?
電話が通じないなら直接ドアを叩け。
At some point, even if you're still sitting there, it's gonna count as littering, man.
絆の運行は日本の600メートル条項に従っている。つまり非常ブレーキがかかりさえすれば600メートル以内に停止する
Is
は
this
ず。
the scene where the other guy jumps in front of him? Remember, there's a scene where the guy jumps in front of him and hacks while he's hacking. As though he's the bad guy.
Very possibly. Vandalism.
Oh, is it reading it like there's an obstruction in the way?
ちょっともらない。
Yeah, I think so.
このままじゃあんたまで死んじゃう。ダメだってば。
But the dog is stuck anyway.
知らないからね。
You take the collar off.
さあ、俺ちゃんのできることはここまで。
あとはもう桜木を救えるのはお前だけだ。行け、シューター。任せろ。
Real My Hero Academia vibes out of this guy.
Oh yeah. Also, literally impacting the top of that building and up to dentists.
Yeah, apparently dude's invincible now. Doing backflips up the train, he just laid it on. It's moving God knows how fast.
The preposterousness of the scene is hilarious. I love it.
That was a real Spider-Man move there.
Man's out running a train.
In fairness, though, the train is braking, so it's slowing down, too. Now he's running into the past.
This is not the time for a PTSD flashback, man.
やめろ。やめてくれ。なんで今ぶり返すんだ。あの時俺は間に合わなかった。まだ手の中で体温を失っていくアスミの感触が残っている。頼む、消えてくれ。
シューター、ヒーローやめないでね。
でも俺、いや、今だけは俺はヒーローだ。
Guys, slow.
これはアスミがくれたチャンスなんだ。未来、俺の理想の未来へ変えてやる。
This is just plain exciting.
俺が
It's got a real flash mode, too, now.
Break through the speed force.
Well, they better do something about that dog's collar, otherwise, that dog's gonna get choked to death the moment you grab him. Thank God, there we go.
What a flip.
I'm glad that they were thinking about it the same way I was thinking about it.
間に合った。しゅうちゃん。なんでどうしているの？
ああ、なんだ
Gotta say, this is the best Superman episode 1 I've ever seen.
本気でわけわかんないんだけど。
やべ、マリ、誰にも言うなよ。
どういうこと？
And then split.
She saw it. I recorded on a phone in the slide.
あすみにちゃんと挨拶してこいよ。
Wait,
Put her out in the middle of a field?
in the middle of a field?
何をだ。だから、あすみが生きてるかもってことだよ。
しゅうちゃん。
あの電話の声聞いたろ。
And you're literally the one who just said it felt her body going cold in your arms.
だから声が聞こえるんだよ。お前らひょっとして知ってたのか？
しゅうちゃん、いい加減に。
いい加減にしろ。妹は死んだ。水道あすみは死んだんだ。
なわけあるか。お前も声聞いただろうが。
いくらでも熱をできるだろう。あすみは死んだんだ。
殴れよ。殴りたきゃ殴れっつってんだ。
Don't think he'd feel it if you did, though.
He's Superman now. Yeah, he doesn't care.
No, their eyes are normal.
ちゃんと現実に向き合え。
Do you see?
逃げんのかよ。
Yeah, they're back to
おい
normal.
おい。
Superman time is done.
しゅうち
You
ゃん。
gotta get the activation phone
あすみ
call
は死んだんだ。
for it to go.
あれはあすみんを語る別の何者かだよ。
So you still go jumping off the top story of a building. What the hell?
It's a holographic grave. Of course it is.
助けに来てくれた。
Yeah, I guess if he has like his dad's like the most important person in the
やっ
city,
ぱり。
then
ス
the
ータはヒーローだよ。
gravestone for his daughter is going to be pretty, you know, big.
Yeah.
違う。あすみは生きてる。生きてるんだよな。
It's the 5th symbol in that phone number.
It was an X. Like, I can see what they're doing. They specifically don't want people looking at it and then calling the number because people
X
will
with
do that.
dots, though. So the God Machine, then. Establish the future in my place. Oh, not even an outro.
Well, I think they did like the end credits roll during it, but damn, yeah.
Yeah, so
That
I
hit
guess-
hard.
I guess in the second episode, we get an outro with a end song and everything.
But yeah, that had like this incredibly slow build up, but it hit like the maximum amount of action it possibly could. That was great.
Well, one person got a lot of action. The other one's got the hacker scene, which is I'm gonna drink a lot of Red Bull, and then tap away the keyboard. And then they threw in an assistant who had hacker stuff already prepped in the area.
Right. I mean, like each of them has their own specialty. They put them together. They solve the problem. But well, Shoota's literally Superman.
Well, he's not Superman. He can't fly and all that stuff. He's the
Well-
Flash at minimum level.
Well, like I was joking, he's issue 1 Superman. He's the Superman who's faster than a speeding train, and can leap tall buildings, and is generally probably could lift a car too.
Well, I don't know about the strength thing, but yeah, I'll give you that. He has.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna bet.
Technically, he doesn't leap tall buildings. He leaps up and across. He parkours. He does everything he normally does, but better. I think they all got a power up. They do everything that they already do, but better. The hacker guy is hacking better. The guy who's a politician's better.
Actually has human connections.
Well, it's like he's reading his dad. His dad is fidgeting. His dad is doing nervous tics. It's like, my dad doesn't know what to do. He's not going to make a decision. We have to do something. So
But they did say like they all felt like they were lighter or something. So I think they all got like some small physical buff at least.
Right. But the other guys were clearly not the type of people who were doing those physical things. That's why we got the year ago callback when Shuta is jumping over fences and running into burning buildings. That he's that guy. The other guy standing outside is operating a drone to see inside to see if it's even safe to go in. And I don't know what the green-haired guy was doing at the time, but arguing.
I think he was just talking. He didn't have much to do in that scene,
Well, I
unfortunately.
know he gets headbutt.
He gets headbutt. But let's see. So, thing I was almost expecting was going to happen. They were going to have the do-red people, like those trio you saw there, end up taking the girl, strapping her down, and like leaving her there or something, and they would be the antagonists. And it's like, oh no, it's the government versus the evil terrorists. And I was expecting that because that's just what I've been conditioned to keep expecting, and I'm glad they didn't do it.
Well,
It's literally just an accident.
Do-red is 5 people.
Well, they had like the 3 people standing there, like commenting on it. That looked like they were going to do something.
God, I can't remember all their names now. Do-red is the red-haired guy. He's the leader. Kanaku, which is his assistant. Lucky, which is the dark-skinned girl with the blonde hair. The old homeless-looking guy who has half of his face is red. And then there's that other person that was standing with him in the end scene where I can't remember. There was Lucky, the old dude, and somebody in the middle. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, that's all 5 of them are do-red.
Okay. I was getting like the implication might have been like a larger organization or something, but maybe I was just wrong on that.
Well, you see them all together in the beginning when you see Red in the 1 year after part where he's doing the spray painting thing. It's
they're all chilling out.
Yeah, it's him, Kanaku, and Lucky, and then the old guy with the half-face thing comes down the stairs with food or something like that. So they're all together, do-red.
Yep. So, so stuff is happening in their city, and like, so compared to like other premises, like Psychopaths, like where they have like the predictive algorithm, they know crime before it's going to happen, and it's all dark and edgy. Like this is like way more tame in that regard. And it doesn't look like it's going towards like this is going to be a literal dystopia if this keeps going. It's just like, no, it's going to ruin the neighborhood. Poor people are suffering because of over policing, and they're also gentrifying the neighborhood. It's like, wow, that is about as real life as it can get.
Well, I mean, on the other side, though, the whole Minority Report aspect is that Minority Report proposed that it's 100% accurate all the time. We never arrested anybody that wasn't about to commit a crime. And you can see on their phones, the most we ever see is 79% accuracy. We think something is going to happen here with 79% accuracy, and then it's a car accident. And it's like...
Yeah, and then they just station some people around waiting for something to happen and have like an emergency vehicle. It's like, okay, that's actually smart and reasonable. That's not terrible.
Yeah, they say specifically we can't arrest somebody who hasn't committed a crime. And obviously you're not going to prevent the car accident. You can't stop 2 moving vehicles that are going full speed. So they're just...
Our green boy like is obviously against it for like the obvious reasons. Like, well, they're putting cameras up everywhere as if like they are expecting you to commit a crime at any moment. It is moving towards that direction, and he can see that. And it depends on where the series is going to take it. That will determine like how they end up using this.
Well, SARG being a pre-crime type thing, where it's trying to prevent things from happening or responding to things rather after they happen, with a probability of them happening. I do not know how that ties in to the gentrification / disparity of the poor aspect, because they don't actually say anything about the poor committing any crimes or doing anything. They just say they send a lot of cops down there and they arrest a lot of people for no reason, and they're messing with them. So I don't know what...
It's making the allusion to real world policing.
Right, but that has nothing to do with the I don't know how to call it sci-fi, the aspect of SARG that they're introducing SARG to be.
Right.
Also, SARG isn't the police. You can see that there were police there, and then there's also people with SARG. Like the woman that says, I'm going to run down the railway, she's wearing a SARG uniform. The 2 other guys are wearing police uniforms. The 2 different government agencies.
Right. Yeah, no, you're perfectly right there. Still, I think it's yet to be seen like the direction they're going to take it. Maybe they just literally team up and go, yeah, we're disaster prevention services. Like, okay, sure.
Oh, no, there's also a third faction, Hazard, something like that.
Yeah, I think they got briefly mentioned, but then not a lot happened with them because they're just not involved yet.
Well, they're mentioned like 4 times, I think, and I don't know, they're alluded to, but I don't remember exactly, or even at all. I don't remember at all what they're alluded to in what aspect.
Yeah.
They keep saying hazard crisis, and it's always while something else was happening. So we were always commenting about something else.
Yeah. But at least as far as this being Super Sentai, I am totally not disappointed. This was great.
Yeah, but apparently
they
it's
wearing the cool costumes, but they got the colors.
well, they got the costumes for the eyes. But apparently it's very temporary, and apparently
they put in their contact lenses.
It's temporary, and they have like no control over it, I guess, because like the phone call happens. What would you do if? Now that song is in my head. What would you do if your son was at home, and on the floor? You know, it's like that's in my head. No, it's very much what would you do if, and then your eyes are like that, and you have like instant eidetic memory, and your superpowers are activated. But then the thing happens, you're done with the thing, and you lose your powers. I can already foresee that we're gonna get into a situation where they cause a problem, solving a problem, and then they're stuck. Like, oh no,
they're
now
normal
we're being
people, and now they have to deal with their consequences.
yeah, now we're
like,
being
oops.
interrogated by the police. Why were you here? Why did this happen? And it's like I don't have my superpowers to get me out of here. Can't hack the cameras. Well, here's the thing though. Hacker guy is a hacker already. Superpower dude is already superhuman already.
Yeah, it's already hard to catch them in the first place, so, you know.
Politician guy already has political connections.
He has the power of nepotism on his side.
It's very weird. It's a very weird superpower system when you think about it. All of our superpowers are basically things we already do plus one. It's like, all right, I was already parkour expert. Now I'm even more parkour expert.
Right. I mean, like, they already joked about it. It's like, man, this would be really easy to explain if it was just magic. But maybe we'll get the actual explanation later on. And they'll start to understand, too.
Well, I mean, it's very easy to explain already. Again, everything they're doing is things that they already do. They're just doing it better. Like, yeah. Before I could jump off a building to, like, 2 stories down. Now I can jump 7 stories down.
Oh my god, Red's power is actually downing as many monster energy drinks as possible. We've discovered it.
He was doing that before he had
But did he drink so much? I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, again, maybe that's our measure, right? Maybe that is our measure, because we saw him drink 1 before, and then when he had superpowers, he drank 4. So maybe they were 4 times as good as they used to be.
Oh, he drank like 12 by the end there.
Well, he had 4 piled up in front of him, so I assume...
He was surrounded by them in one shot.
I didn't see that. I saw the 4 because I was commenting.
It went by real fast. It was like 5 frames, man.
That he drank them and then poured one on his head, or he poured one on his head and then drank 3.
Still, I'm super excited to see more of this in the future, I think.
Well, we have to go over the thing that we always have to do. Who's your favorite character?
Oh, dang. Who's my favorite? I think I gotta go with the red-haired guy. He's cool, he's a hacker, he's a punk, he's got a streaming service, he's got everything.
Yeah, and he's in charge of a terrorist organization, so of course he'd be right up your alley.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, he has no negatives. Like, usually you put, like, this guy as, like, the lazy punk or something, but, like, he's all positive aspect there.
Yeah, nothing wrong with downing energy drinks constantly instead of sleeping.
Yeah, I guess the inevitable kidney failure is the downside, but we'll overlook that. He's a fun person.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be tied up here because my favorite character, not the red-haired guy, his assistant, Kanaku.
Oh, yeah, like the girl who was like up on top of the tower.
Yeah, pink hair, star earrings.
Yeah, she seems also like pretty fun and cute.
Doing backflips instead of falling off a building.
Yeah, 2 deaths today. They prevented one, but then she fell off.
Hey, she managed to save both the tablet she was working with. I think it's a folding laptop, actually, not a tablet. I can't tell. Either that folding bit is like a cover that has the whole folding so it can stand up when you put it down, or it's a folding laptop and that's the keyboard that they're just maneuvering around. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I think it's just the folding bit. Like, it seems like a little bit thick for like a tablet or something, and they're going with like semi-proto future here, right?
No, we're in the past, actually. We're
We're
year
in the
ago.
past, in the future.
Well, no, because the inciting incident is in 2020. The inciting incident is 2020. The show takes place in 2021, so literally it's last year.
Yeah. Which is probably where like the manga was probably written.
Technically, we're 7 months ago. 7 to 8 months ago.
7 months ago, a train almost crashed.
It didn't though. Literally, if this happened in real life, the story we would get is a train stopped before it hit somebody, and that's all we would have.
Gosh, yeah.
Really hard to look up.
Oh yeah, they're hitting at political fallout and change and stuff. So that'll be fun to see.
Well, no, the politician was already changing it up. He was saying that our system works because look at this, we just stopped somebody from getting hit by a train. He was saying the problem is that we're reading what the characters are saying on the bottom, and the stuff that's being said in the back. Well, sometimes the character stuff is on the bottom.
Yeah, my eyes are going in two different directions reading it, but like I'm getting what's happening.
Well, like
I'm saying the story wants to go with
when
it,
they're
not
in the
that
back.
The people are doing it right
when
now.
they're in the back seat of the car, they're talking. Their text is on top, and the driver is on the bottom. But when the train incident was happening, their text is on the bottom, and the president of the company or whatever, his text is on the top. And on the top, it's saying how we're spitting that says the SARG thing can stop crimes or incidents from happening because look, we just stopped some woman getting hit by a train.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm pretty happy with everything I've seen. I'm excited to see more, and yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and keep this up for next time then. So this has been Stoneface Reactions watching Tokyo 24th Ward. I'm Griffin. This is Theta, and we'll catch you next time. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?